Well, we are being welcomed, as I'm about ready to say welcome to you guys. So here you are, welcome back to the Hunter Classic, and once more we are on my dad's account here as Tanglefoot, and we are going to do a little bit more reminiscing as we get out here today to enjoy. Look at the sun come out, I like that. As we get out here to enjoy, if you can tell in the background, Timbergold Trails. So without further ado, let's get started into this thing. All right, anyway, so we are out here today to do a little bit of hunting, and I'll bring up a map in a second. I just want to get over here to this tower and crawl up into it real quick to see what we've got going on with the wolves, if they're nearby or not. And I have got to get used to his keys here, so I don't know what he's got set up. I did a quick glance before I came in, but I didn't do a thorough, that's not what I need. Didn't do a thorough investigation here as I was just trying to prep the hair for this. But anyway, so let's see if we can spot any animals out there. I don't see anything along the shoreline now. Right off. But we may do the usual as since... oh, wait. Right there. Something way down there. I think. I'm pretty sure that's something. Looks like it. Yeah, it's moving. That's an elk. That would be an elk or... No, wait. That's a puma. That long tail's a dead giveaway. Interesting. Now, he's got a collar, I think, around here someplace. I don't know. I don't remember how... man, I think it's like right down here in front of me. I think that's it right there. But I gotta figure out the controls on everything again. So bear with me. One of the things I'll do is I will bring up the map and show you guys kind of what we're going to be doing here today, as I'm also going to be trying to figure out what the keys are. So 1 second, and I'll be right back with you. All right, today we are on Timbergold Trails. Today we are going to be starting at one of my dad's locations he has on here with a tent and a tree, a stand that he set up, a tower. And then this is where we've usually started. I've actually got my own tower set up on my game in the exact same spot because of this. And I'm going to head on down the river here to the next one he's got, and keep trying to go down as further as possible. Hopefully getting all the way down here to the fourth one at the bottom where there's a bunch of whitetail that we've hunted down here as well. Now, mind you, he does have some other similar setups over here with the tents and hunting stands and things. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to them here today in this hunt. I may actually do a secondary Timbergold video just to cover those. But for now, this is what we're going to try to cover here today as we head on down the river. All right, so with the map there, you guys should have gotten an idea of what I'm trying to accomplish here today. I did figure out how to get the collar to work, and it is this right down here. And right now I got it set up for doing a puma, but that may have been too far away for it to do a U-turn and come on back at this point. But I'll give it a little bit of time here to see what happens. See if it'll become interested. In the meantime, so I probably brought this up before on my setup in Timbergold Trails here, and I mentioned in the map that that I got a very similar setup to what my dad has here in this in this location. I think I got a tent and a constructed tower like this, just like he does, and I have it because he had it, and we've done a lot of hunting from this tower on this reserve. We've spent quite a bit of time here, and he's actually, and we'll get to it as I mentioned, he's got another one. I don't think I could see it from here. It's probably down, either hidden behind this tree, but more than likely it's probably down around the corner. He's got another one down that way, which I will walk to, and I'll walk to all of them along the way, because we do this. We came out here and we hunted this area a lot. This is our main focal point when we come out to Timbergold here. This is, I should say, one of the big ones, not the only thing we do. and we had a lot of fun. And as I've mentioned before, my dad likes to do stand hunting. He's more inclined to sit and wait. And I think it's because he's a real hunter, and I am more inclined to be antsy and get up and go and wander around. And I think it's probably because I'm not a real life hunter. So I'm more for the action of the game. But we had some little head clashing in regards to that, you know, because I make him upset at the fact that I'm like always wandering all over the place. But I think, again, I may have addressed that on previous videos as well, but can't hurt to like bring it back up again for a fresh set of ears hearing the story, you know. I don't know, but anyway, so I won't stick around here too terribly long. I started at the time frame that it defaulted to, which was around, I think, 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. I don't know if he had it set that way intentionally, or if the game does it that way. I figured I'd come in based upon the assumption that it was him, because it's been a while since I've been in here myself. So, is there an actual cat around here? So I will stick around here for a little bit to get an idea, but I'm looking at the fact that I don't want to have a 2-hour video of, you know, me just being in one stand and then going to another stand and sitting in it. And I like to kind of like roam around, because I like to see Timbergold. I like to explore. And again, I'm showing off what my dad had on his reserves here, so, and the memories of it and everything. That's something. I think that might be something over there. We have a bear. Bar. We have a bar. We have a female grizzly, and right behind her we have. It's not pulling up. Pretty sure it's a whitetail. If I was that whitetail, I'd be hesitant coming near that bear. So, stuff I know is that back over this way, up this little pathway and into the trees up here, I know we've seen a lot of whitetail up that way. We've also had a lot of bears in the background back here. So we got that going on. And then usually from like over here, we get the wolves and the elk can go all the way about over this way, that we usually see them as well. So this is kind of, like I said, this is why he set up here, so he can get a lot of these animals like this, have the opportunity. Why is it spotting the grizzly when I'm not even looking at the grizzly? I wanted to look at the deer. Let's see if the deer can get a little bit closer. You know, let's see. I think on him he's got. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do the grunt collar. And then I didn't do it in time to see its spot, but I'm pretty sure it's the one that I'm looking at out there. Looks like a decent sized buck. I don't know if I want to keep calling that cat in here, though. For one, it's probably not going to call it. And two, I don't want to be spooking stuff off. Oh, wait. We have a wolf right here. Now, the one things I do know is that in this game, specifically on this reserve, Timbergold Trails, the wolves chase after, I know they chase after the elk. I don't know if they chase after the whitetail stuff, but I know they chase after the elk. And you can find carcasses out there of elk on the ground. You know, usually a lot of times it's the female elk, but you can find the elk carcasses on the ground, which I think is a pretty sweet little touch that they got for the game here. And for a game that's, what, I don't know, 10, 12 years old, something like that, to have those touches in back then is pretty sweet, specifically since the Hunter Call of the Wild doesn't do anything like that. What are we at? We at About 100 yards. He's coming in. You know, oh, let's try to do the call again. I think that's what we'll try to do. We'll try to do the call again. See if we can get closer. Now, my dad had set up here on his loadout the 30-06, which will probably be what I'm going to be using to take this deer down if it doesn't go hiding behind the trees. You know what? I'm going to turn off the, where is, I'm going to turn, how do I turn this off? It should be off now. Anyways, I'm going to use the 30-06. It was his, like, main choice of weapons to go with a lot of times, even in real life. I'm pretty sure that was what he said he liked to hunt with. And then the other thing he's got out here is a 223 AR, which I could get the wolf with, I suppose, but I not interested in doing that right off. It's for all the smaller game and things. So there's the deer right there. I could see its antlers poking up over the ridge. I'd like to make sure to get a good shot to drop it. I don't want to feel like chasing this all over the place. And he's kind of stationary and stable out there, so let's see if I can get a good heart shot on. Well, obviously that's not a heart shot. Oh man, all right, well, so we are now beginning the chase. I didn't want to be like tracking this guy all over the place. Let me, can I reload? How do I reload this? Oh well, I'll figure out to reload later. So anyways, let's get over here. See if we can find this track and see if we can get the downed deer. Hopefully it is down. I have noticed that the last few times I've been in here, though, that the aiming has been not exactly the smoothest or the greatest for me. I don't know, maybe that was part of like what was going on here, why I didn't get it so well. Where is, I don't even see a single track over here. Where are the tracks? Hello? I didn't think it was this far over. Oh, there's a track out there. Is that? Let's see here. Let's see what we got. Body shot, fleeing. Okay, well. Let's see, did it go along the shoreline here? Oh, wait. There's one glowing over here. Fleeing. Lost the directional cone. Which is not a good sign. Oh, here you go. Got another one. Good. Going this way. That would be it coming in, though. I don't want the one coming in. I need the one that was running out. Why am I running? I don't want to be running. Well, I guess I kind of do want to run. I want to catch up where this is at. Is this going to be more of it walking in? It is. It's walking in. Oh, there it goes. Just the fleeing one. This should be the fleeing one. Nope, it says roaming. Okay, is this more of the roaming, or is this the actual down deer back out here? I see like a lump, looks like. Maybe I got lucky. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, and it's all kind of hidden in shadows. Well, that's a bummer. But from what I can see, which is very, very hard right now, it looks like it's a pretty decent sized deer. Let's go ahead and pick it up. All right, we got 100.8 meter shot distance, score of 153, and CS score of 70.6. So let me go ahead and get a trophy shot of this if I can. All right, I am having difficulty finding a good angle, and the sun keeps going behind clouds and coming out, but this is the best spot where I could drag it out here. And it looks like it's pretty decent there. I mean, you could see pretty decent sized tines on it and stuff, so I would say it was a nice deer, but I like it. I like it. Let's go ahead and move on though. Okay, so I'm gonna move on down here. Let's not run right off just in case there's something else out here, but man, why like seriously, it feels so incredibly dark to me right now. I actually am kind of wondering if my my TV, which I'm using as my monitor, is not going out, because everything I've been noticing lately seems excessively dark, and that may be part of it. But it's not to say that these clouds, even though there's not like a cloud in front of that sun up there, it's not saying that these clouds aren't causing some sort of a problem. That's a female up there. I'm not really going to worry about her right now. Interesting. But again, it could just be the fact that it is the game. It could be the time of the day and whatnot. I don't know. But what was I going to say? There was something I was going to say. I just drew a blank. Anyway, well, we're going to move on down. We're going to keep going. It's been a decent chunk of change in here as I've already got started in the day. But I realized what I was going to say. The screen with the trophy there, all right? Just before I came in, one of the things that popped up was setting up the like the settings for the game. And I don't remember having it before, but I saw that there was an option on there to change the display resolution. So I did that. And I thought it was going to be pretty good to help out. Well, unfortunately, I think what it did affect was that the trophy, the harvest screen information. It's all like super shrunk down, because I set it up to the 30,000 by 2000 option, whatever it was, for the resolution. And while it still looks about the same in the game, the menus are obviously smaller. That included like my inventory one and stuff when I was trying to set up the loadout and everything that my dad had here. So yeah, I'm just gonna deal with it. Maybe I'll correct it next time and kind of drop it back down to a setting that's more easy to see and readable. But we'll deal with it for right now. But I think I'm gonna, as I said, I'm not gonna stick around in one tower, and we are now gonna start wandering from location to location and seeing what we find along the way. And if I have anything that pops into my memory, then I will let you guys know as we get to it. Hopefully we can get a nice elk out here today. That'd be kind of pretty sweet. Get a nice big bull. That ain't no bull. Sorry, bad joke. Alright, well, I am sure, obviously, that bear, which I didn't really care about, she ran off, and the wolf that was over here ran off also because of the gunfire. You know what? I'm just going to run up this way. Get the exercise in game that I'm not getting in real life. I really need to take advantage of that and do that a bit more. I can't do it today because I don't know if you guys hear it in the background. Hopefully you can't. Hopefully my microphone's not picking up, but it is raining pretty heavily outside right now today. And while I could be singing in the rain, singing in the rain, I'm not going to. I don't feel like getting wet. Not today. I love the rain, and I've talked about it many, many times before that I enjoy it when it happens, and I am enjoying it right now. I just don't want to be out there trying to do exercise in it. That's not my idea of fun. My fun idea of it is to enjoy it and watch it come down. Mind you, it's kind of like a little bleak out there today. It's not like a good rain. It's kind of like a depressing rain. But There's no thunder, no lightning either, so I don't get to enjoy any of that at this time. But at least we get the rain. We could always use that because plants need it, and you know, it's good for that kind of stuff. So, all right, we have a deer up there in the trees. I said that they would be up in that way, the whitetails. So what I can try and do again is to see if I can call it out here. See if I can get to come this direction. Got the crows out there crowing. Usually you can see them. They're usually over the bodies of the corpses of the elk that I was talking about. Maybe I can go like see if I can spot one of those. All right, well, there they are. You can see them flying around back there. So I think I can mark that on the hunter mate there. Yeah, see, there you go. I can actually mark that on the hunter mate there by using my binoculars. In the meantime, actually, I didn't think about marking that, but the deer might be back there behind them even. Huh. Let me move closer. Well, I'll do another call as well. We'll keep an eye out here. I'm sorry, but this is a thing that I think is funny between my dad as well. Again, since I'm reminiscing here. Those are, to me, distinctly crows. They're swirling around. They're making the crow sounds. You know, they're opportunistic eaters. They'll eat anything from meat to tin cans. I mean, they'll eat whatever. They're like sharks, on land sharks. But it's kind of funny because my dad, every single time I would say that, you know, the crows are out there. He's like, what crows? He's like, oh, you mean the buzzards? He's like, he always calls them buzzards. I'm like, no, Dad, they're crows. But he was adamant that they were buzzards. So I thought that was kind of funny. Anyways, I want to crouch. There we go. Where is this? That's the same one as before. It's right here in front. I'm going to pull up the weapon just in case. And we have a cat out there. Okay, where is... Let's see if we can spot this buck. I hear it. There it is, right there. Coming through the trees. And he's down. That worked. Oh, I don't need to be crawling. But hey, sweet. Now, again, I don't remember what I set up for the reload key here. But anyway, so we got another nice buck right there. Check it. They're all hiding amongst all the foliage, though. It makes it really difficult to see them. But, well, I already got a screenshot of the first one. We'll claim this one. Oh, I got to pull out the hunter mate to do it. All right, 21-meter shot, body, shoulder blade, right lung, and liver. Score 166, and a CS score of 78. So this one was bigger than the last one. Nice. Let's see if I can actually get this one in a position and we can see it better. All right, well, it's not the best in the world again because of all the tree shadows and whatnot, but it'll do. At least you can see the rack and stuff like that relatively decently. So let's take it, and that's even better. It brightens it up there a bit. So there you go. I like it. Okay, so well, that was the track down there, but I don't hear the crows anymore. So I have a feeling that the animal carcass is probably gone. I was gonna try to show it, but oh well. I'm not gonna like stress about it unless it's. What is that down there? That might be it right there. And got a fly buzzing around. Or a mosquito maybe. Yep, there we go. I think this is a carcass right here. Yep, check it. So, as I said, it's usually always a female. I don't think I've ever seen a male carcass down here before. But you can't claim it. It doesn't do anything. But it's on the ground, and it stays here for you to... I don't think there's a flashlight I can turn on. But it stays here on the ground, and actually I think you can. It does register, but if you do, it glitches. And I'm not going to bother picking that up there. So, but anyways, yeah, I wanted to show that. That's what the crows were over here circling around about, is because of that right there. The deer carcass, the elk carcass, I should say, on the ground. What do we got? We got a mule deer fleeing. Another male. I wonder. Oh, wait. Was there a second one there amongst these two? Or amongst the one I just got? Yeah, that'd be interesting. But we're going to continue, as I said, to head on down the river. Oh, look, out there we have... I am making so much noise. I saw something running around out there. Either that or there's a wolf over there chasing it. But there was a... oh, look, there's the buzzards again. The crows. I don't know, maybe. He might have something to do with the fact that the buzzards, I don't know, from right here, flying around looks kind of funny that way, but that should indicate that there's yet another one on the ground right down here below them. Wolves are having a heyday, I guess, right now. Speak of which, it's right there across the water. And you can see right here, got the glow and carcass. Right above them, they're taking off. I guess it's because I got close. Yep, another female elk. Lots of meat out here for the four-legged predators. See if we can spot them over there across the waterway or not. Get up here. Oh, well, there's an elk. Like I said, I saw one running around there. And it could have been the wolves. Like I said. And we heard them. We know that they're over here someplace. Probably more to the right or left, I mean. Oh, wait, we have a bear. Stuff's hiding from me behind the foliage. So we have a cow. Cow elk, don't want her. If there was a bull, I would definitely say yes. I would try to take it. I don't see the wolf right off though. And then the bear. It's a female grizzly. I'll leave her as well. Unless she just said she wants to attack me or something. Oh, hey. No, let's crouch. Why are you running from me or are you running from the wolves over there? There it is right there. Male wolf. Wonder if I can get it from here. Now with the going behind the hill I can't. But she's freaking because of it. And if you stationary, Oh man, I am not getting a. It's got too much wobble this far out. I remember it being a lot more stable before, but I could be mistaken. Dropped it. Nice. Oops, stand up. Keys are definitely not the same as my Call of the Wild. Oh, that's the wolf. I wonder if it's the one that just dropped. I'm pretty sure it might have been, but at least the cow elk gets to stick around for another day. You know what? I didn't think to mark it when I shot it. Hopefully I'll be able to find it when I get over here. It's not nearly as bad as the way the hunter is on trying to like track down animals. All right, was it this hill or the next hill over? We'll check this hill real quick. Yeah, right here. Right here. Hello, little wolfie. All right, let's wait. See what we got here. Male, 147.4 meters. Spine shot it. Okay. And 50.4 with a CS of 37.8. So, cool. We'll just continue with that. I'm not going to worry about trophy shot and our taxiing it. But so far, off to a pretty decent start. Got a couple bucks and a wolf here. And seen some of the other animals. And what, it's been about, I'd say closing in on a half hour, if not already at this point. And we haven't, oops, I don't want that. I want this. Again, I have my keys default ingrained into my head for when I'm playing Call of the Wild. There you go. There's one of the towers I was talking about. And I'll explain when we get up to that one. But anyways, I'm so used to the keys I usually set up that I'm not used to what he's got right now. So I didn't like pay super close attention to everything. So this spot coming up here, he's got set up because we've done a lot of elk hunting from this specific tower right here. And in addition to the fact of elk hunting, one of the things that I know he'd like to do here at this location, which I did a few different times, is to use the bow, since they would come like right below the tower a lot of the time. I mean, he would call them in as well, but they would come like right there below the towers and just get a nice good bow shot off on them. I thought it was a lot closer than it is. Okay, let's stop running. And we got the female again, but yeah, this is again why he had it set up here, is for that reason, is to get the elk. Now mind you, obviously there's still the wolves around here and the bears. We've gotten a few bears from this thing as well, but the elk usually come from up there behind us, where I think that female, the cow, was just crying out at, and then also right here on the other side of the shoreline. So like right over amongst all this stuff, which me running, obviously they shouldn't be around here in the first place right now. But this is another spot I remember spending many hours hanging out around with my dad at this location, and like I said, getting the elk. I'm not going to backtrack. I don't even know why I'm looking that direction. So and I don't really need to go in. It's the same. It's a different color, is it? I don't know. Maybe I thought the other one down there was gray, right? Or was it? Yeah, right there. It's gray. Can you pick the color of these things? Because that's green. Interesting. He's obviously got more time in these things, but otherwise, besides the exterior color, it's pretty much the same as you saw as the other one when you get in the inside of it. So I'm not going to focus on it too much here. Just trying to show the locations and what we hunted and why. Kind of under a blanket right now too, and I'm starting to get hot, so gotta take that off. Rain's pleasant, but makes the inside of the house kind of cool. Oh, we got another, got something over there, which I have auto walk on, and didn't see where it ran off to. I was trying to pick up something to take a drink of because I'm thirsty as well, and wasn't paying attention to the animals out here and spooked something off. What do we got here anyways? Got some tracks, got some droppings. Rocky Mountain elk. Got male elk. Went that way. Quite a bit of time ago. Let's see if I can look down here, see if I could see if that thing ran that way or not, but I don't think it did. I think it went back up into the tree line. I have a feeling though that it was a deer, but I could be wrong. I didn't get a good look at it. I have the wolves out there again. Either that or it's Bigfoot. We'll travel across real quick. We'll see if we can find any other tracks over here. All right, that's still the elk, the male one. This one just says roaming. That one says roaming also. Got some more male, female, male. Lots of males, so looks like they might have headed this direction. See, this is one of the things I do like about this over the Call of the Wild is, and actually over Way the Hunter and stuff as well, is the skill progression in this game. About how you get better at learning stuff, not because of experience you learn, but by experience points, but by the experience of repetition on clicking on tracks. Like in this case, you know, you get to learn more about the animals in question. Well, I guess that was, oh, there you go. It was a mule. It was a mule deer that I saw, or a deer. You get to learn. You get your experience based upon the animals that you spend time investing in. So, like the more time you spend hunting whitetail and you do their tracks and things like that, and the more you shoot of them, the better your experience is going to be. But your experience in hunting whitetail and deer and learning all about them is not going to help you hunt down bears, and it's not going to help you hunt down ptarmigans and things like that, you know, the birds flying around. It's strictly for the animals that you focused on, and you don't get it right away. In fact, you've got to go through like hundreds and hundreds of tracks and things like that and harvest before you get your skills up to the max levels and everything, which I like. I really actually like that a lot. To me, it feels like a better sense of progression and worthwhile to spend the time into it and advancing that way than to just give you experience, you know, that you dole out to whatever it is that you want to do after you get to another level type of thing. This feels more natural to me, and I kind of wish that more games would follow suit with it in regards to these hunting games for this. Actually, honestly, a lot of games nowadays kind of like hand you experience and advances quickly, and I kind of like the long-term slow progression. That's just me, I guess, personally, but I don't see where this deer's at. It's definitely not up this way. The elk could have been up that way, I think. should be over here, I would think, is what I'm working towards. Oh, yep, oh. Well, that's new. It's right in front of me. Where? There. He's not as big as the last ones, but I'd still take him if it was real life. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. He's not super huge, but to me, again, that looks better than just like a couple small stickers. Look at the rack on him. He's kind of got this goofy, uneven rack. Yeah. I think you're gonna want to stop, buddy. But right there. Oh no, tell me I didn't do that again. I thought I got another good heart shot type. Again, my controls are all screwy. Body shot again. Go figure. Well, at least the tracks are nearby and easy to see. I don't have to like run all over the place. Is this it? This looks like it's it. Yeah. Wait. No. That's another elk carcass. I almost messed up by claiming that one. Wow. That's kind of funny. Smart deer running past that. Disturb and trick me. And now I've like lost the I lost the trail. I'm pretty sure that's not it. I didn't see any antlers on it. See, there's no antlers on it right here. There's nothing. Right? Nothing. That's an elk. It's a female cow elk. Where did my deer go? Here's the track. There we go. Trying to find another track. Got one over here, looks like. Man, it's so hard to see sometimes. Come on. Drop. Just drop already. You're gonna be dropping back here in the shadows again. Oh, that's roaming. Oh, this is where he came from. That's not what I want. This looks like it might be another track. Flame. Yes, that's the one I want. I guess just say, where's the next one at? Lean. You can drop now. That's all I'm saying is you can drop. Saw a little glow up there. Is that it? That looked like it might be possibly it. Got another track. And another track. And a deer. And another deer out there. That sounds like a female. But we'll claim this one. 27.6 meters. Got a body shot again. Seriously, I thought I was like aiming low here enough to get the heart. But it's constantly telling me I'm getting body shots. 136.61. Smallest one so far. Let's just keep going. And disappear. Again, I see that's a problem with me. I feel like I had a good shot on it. Now, that's something I do like about Call the Wild and Red Hunter better is the harvest screens. You can see much better, more accurate details on how you hit an animal. So much better than this and the hunting simulator that have just the side outline, which doesn't really give you a good lot of details. So I'm glad to progress beyond that, but these are creatures of the old day, old habits, I guess you could say. What in the world is this? Oh, right. There you go. Well, by the time this comes out, this will be done and over with. I wasn't expecting to get any of this while I was out here today. In fact, I'll just climb it real quick. In fact, me getting a heart shot on a deer would be super sweet, but it would have actually added to the whole Valentine's Day event. So I'll let you know. By the time this comes out, it's going to be about a week later. This is on the last day of the event. So I just got other stuff I need to take care of, and that's why I'm recording it early. But anyways, I really didn't think about having any of that in here. I still like the collectibles in this much better than anything, because this is the only game I know that has it. I like having that little extra sense of exploration and adventure that can get from picking up the various different things that they have here. And I really wish that it's not crucial to hunting. It's not needed or necessary. But it's just nice to have a little extra thing to make it more interesting to do while you're out running around. Sorry, I meant to hit the stop running, but and this is what I wish they would add into Call of the Wild and into Way the Hunter, and even like Hunting Simulator and stuff like that, is those little things like that where you can pick up little trinkets. They don't really necessarily do anything, but just to collect them, to have fun, say, hey, I found something. Besides, getting whatever animal you're at. And I mean, they have they do track it here in the game, so you could still track it. But I think Call of the Wild's got it, something similar to it on Layton. I don't remember if Hirschfeld has it. I don't think it does. I think it was just strictly Layton. They do have an achievement. They have various different antlers scattered throughout the map, but they're at static and standardized locations. So if you know where they're at, you would go to them. I mean, you can look up any thing online and go directly to those spots and get them. So they're not randomized anywhere, but that's as close as Call of the Wild gets to having these kind of things in it, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, it's also kind of a shame. I really wish I'd have more. But at least until this game gets taken down completely, and hopefully it doesn't, because they keep adding new stuff to it all the time, even at this day and age. And until this game gets taken down, though, at least you can come here and do it, doing this one. Alright, she's coming up to a bridge here soon, I would think. Which I think he's got another tower erected over there on it as well. Why are those trees? It's just kind of weird from back here to see lines going up. I'm almost going, is that a glitch in the drawing there? But nope, it's just just how it appears with the trees over there, their trunks. Guess I really don't need to be looking too much. If an animal gives a cry out, I can find it this way as well. Do we have anything? We do. There. That looks like a deer, female doe running. Oh, yeah. I think I'm too far away. I don't think I'm making that much noise to be scaring it. So, I mean, it's possible, I guess, but I think that's probably more another wolf up there. Maybe a puma / cougar. But I don't think that they come down this way as much. There we have a bowl. That's what I'm looking for. And I can call to you, buddy. Alright, he is up there on the waterway. I love the sound of the elk. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it in my life, but I love the sound of the elk. And in this game, I actually like the calls, both that they make and that the caller makes, much better than that in some of the other games I've played. Again, it's like, why is it an older game is doing so much better than some of the newer ones? It's just goes to show you, like, older stuff's not always bad. It's not always worse. You know, I mean, construction, you look at like old architectural constructions and stuff like that with the pyramids and the colosseums, and even just like some of the cathedrals and things that have stood the test of time, and the architectural intricacies and the looks and appearance of them, so much better than stuff that we have nowadays. How close am I getting? Let's see here. He should be getting close, I think. I wonder if I scared it off already. Right there. Oh, he's a little itty bitty one. But he's a bull, nonetheless. I don't know if there's any more around. We'll see. I don't see any more around right off. Kind of weird that he's just standing there, though. Again, I'm expecting to hit the buttons to do standing up, and it doesn't. Where'd he go? Where'd it go? Oh, it says it's right there. Where? I don't see it. Oh, right there. He's still standing in that same spot. Alright, you look pretty good, so we will get my breath. Come on, get my breath. Oh, come on. It's like, seriously, this thing is like, I'm holding the breath and it's still wavering all over the place. I really still feel like there's some sort of glitch in the game because of that right now. I don't remember it being that bad. Where is the tracks? We have a track right here. Is that the one I was looking at? No, that's a female. Where's this male at that I just shot at? Right here. Yeah, blood. Lungs, heart. That's good. That's a good sign. So I did hit where I was hoping to hit. Yay. That's it right up there, right? Looks like it. Yeah, look at that. Really close by. I actually did a good job after all. I was kind of concerned. He doesn't look like he's the biggest bull of the bunch, but he will do. We'll take it. Body, shoulder blade, right lung. 168.66, scores up 25.8. So as far as the CSS score, because I believe the CSS score is what compares it to other animals of different ranking systems. So like the mule deer and the whitetail that I had or whatever, and then the wolf were all different. With the deer being in the scores of 70s. This just goes to show you this is a small elk compared to those deer. because it should be equivalent. This should be standardized, although this is based per animal. I think that's how that works. So there you go. All right, let's see here if I can get down to the waterway here. And we got the female tracks. Got a mule deer, male buck coming through here. Huh. We saw that one deer running the tree line there. I'm pretty sure it was a doe, but I don't know. Maybe the antlers, I just wasn't seeing it, and that's what was back there. Okay. We'll take our time and creep in on this one here again. I'm up on them pretty quickly at this rate. Okay, let's see if I can spot him, because it looked like he was supposed to be on the other side of the water over here. Right? Right? Am I completely off key on that? It should be straight ahead on the other side over there somewhere. Let's see if I can entice him. Got the crows out there again. Wolves are out here decimating the elk population. Be kind of cool to be actually show you guys that they chase them around. That'd be kind of sweet to see and show you. But I guess I'd have to stick in one spot in order for that to happen. Oh, well, look at that. There's the carcass right there. And, yep, they're floating around over above it. So he is straight ahead on the other side. I will get closer and I will give him a call. Now, let's see if I can make him out over there. Seriously, it's so dark out here today. Where you at, buddy? Let's try to do another call. I am just not seeing him. Sneaking around the shoreline. don't know if that's him or not. It is still him, so he is getting closer. I don't know how much the bushes will cover me, but I know the trees do. Oh, it says I see it. I don't see it, but it says I do. Where is it? I cannot see anything out there. Oh, whoa, right here. Right here. There's two of them. Oh, no, I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo. Ugh. I've been trying to reload all this time, too. Ugh. Well, that was a waste. Where'd my button for my reload go? I've been constantly saying I need to do it. And I just thought something was going on that prevented me, or I didn't figure it out, but I got to figure out the button to reload. Well, that was, what a wasted potential right there. Well, at least now I've got the, got it loaded up, but man, looked like they were a couple of pretty decent sized ones again too. Oh well. Oh well. I mean, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna try to head over here to, you see on the Hunter Mate, there's like a tent right there. So I'm gonna head that way to do that. That should be, I don't know if that's the third. Oh, male still ahead. Okay, so maybe I have a chance up here. Now I gotten my ammo load up. Anyways, I don't know if that's going to be the third tower or if that's trying to guide me to his last one. All right, let's get right here. Now, Hunter Mate, where was it? It was that way, so straight ahead. On the other side of all these trees. Back in there someplace. There he is, right there. Wait, that's a cat. That was a cat. Huh. I think I could try to... No, that's a spotting scope. That's scent eliminator. Probably should have been using that all along too. You know what? I'll put the scent eliminator on just in case. I don't really know exactly how much longer I'm going to be out here for, but... And we'll try to do the deer collar as well. See which one shows up first. That cat though looked like it went right to where the deer was at, so it may be chasing the deer off. Nope, there you go, right there. Look at that tiny guy. He's a joke. But I'll take him. There's a wolf over there. Laid it down. Alrighty. Oh, look. It literally looked like it popped up right as I got to it. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, I got a deer. Calculating treasure. Hermitite, Valentine's, one rhyme heart. Okay, well, I don't know what that all means, but anyways, the deer. Body, heart, and left lung. That might be why I got it, because I got the heart shot on it here, so that was part of the event. Go figure. I'm not even about looking at it. It was a tiny little pathetic guy. There you go. Got him before he disappeared, so. All right, let's keep moving on down. I do want to try to get to. Oh, there was a wolf here. I do want. Maybe that's what I saw. I do want to try to get down there to the third and fourth stands before I call this session quits. But I'm looking at the time here, and we're what, fast approaching, if not have approached already the hour mark, and I've still got a ways to go. So I'm gonna do some jogging, I guess, at this point. Mule deer fleeing. Go figure. Wolf. So this looks like it's the third of it, because the other one I know exactly where that setup's at, and this does not look anything at all like it. I don't remember this one right off, so I don't know if he might have had this set up beforehand and I just don't remember it, or he could have set it up after the fact from the last time we hunted out here together. It's just, you know, your memory only does so well on remembering things. It's like, and it also jades it. Let's just put it that way. It also jades it because, like, you know, I grew up watching Knight Rider and the A-Team and stuff like that, and I had super, super fond memories of those. And honestly, when I went back to watch them again later, I was like, oh, this is kind of cheesy, kind of pretty bad, but it didn't stop me from buying the collector's sets of those to have, just because I enjoyed it as part of my youth and my nostalgia kick going on. But what I remember of them is definitely not the same of what the reality of it is. So that's what I'm saying. Memory is fickle, and just because I don't remember this being here doesn't mean it wasn't. Cut the collar right there on the other side. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we were down here before. Maybe he had this and stuff. I just don't. Again, I'm not saying I just don't remember right off. But this also looks vaguely familiar, kind of like the one back there with the elk that we hunted. Very, very similar. I don't know. Maybe I do remember hunting this. Is this? I wonder. Did I just do a crazy backtrack into the same spot? I hope I didn't. I don't think I did. But I do remember seeing something like this here. So maybe we did hunt this one before. Maybe we have. This, honestly, though, this is where I would see more than anything when wolves would be chasing the elk. Yeah, there's a bridge down there. That's definitely a different one. This is definitely a different stance. So maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I do remember it now. We have been to this one before. And this is where he would do some. Actually, we got a bunch of bear hunting, I think, along this one on that side of the shore over there, if I recall correctly. But as I remember looking down this way, I'd always see the elk coming through here being chased by the wolves. And then we would have a lot of wolf hunting down along this shoreline as well that I'm on right now. I'd come down here and get a few this way. Yeah, I remember this setup. So it took me a second, but this is legit. He had it set up before with us hunting together. And we have down there on the shoreline, we have a cow. Just don't see any of the bulls with her. Better watch it, girl. Those wolves will come get you, and you'll end up as another carcass out here on the ground like the last three I've seen. Three or four? Three, I know for a fact. Maybe it's four. Yeah. I hear ya. Another mule deer out ahead. Dig it. Get over here on the shore, see if I can see it better. Get around all these trees, shrubberies, bushes. Yeah, not right off. Still quite a ways out there, but maybe I should start crouching just in case. Where you at? Same one. Dead ahead. On the shoreline. I think, is that, do I see it right there? Nope, that's the cow again. Let's see if I can try to learn this one back this direction. Whoa, 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 whoa! I will take that any day over the deer that's down there that's now running up the hill. Wow. Wow. There's a nice bull. I like that. That's a nice shock. Stand up. You can see the bullet right there in the side. Man, right into the lung. I dig it. Oh, gotta get the hunter made out. Body, right lung, left lung, and liver. CS of 49. Even, wow, I could have sworn that these equated to the all the animals together, but man, that looks small. That's a double the score almost to the last one I got, but that still seems small in comparison to the deer. All right, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time, but back in shadow again for at least on my face, but it still looks pretty sweet right there. I like that. And brighten it up. Dig it. I dig it. That's a nice bull right there. I like it. Okay, we are almost down. I'm not, again, worried about that mule deer that it chased off, but we'll get down here and hopefully have at least one more opportunity to get one more deer before I call it quits on this session. Is what I'm hoping for. But we will see. And I believe, I could be mistaken. It's like, seems like all we've been getting is a bunch of mule deer, but I thought there were whitetail on here. And maybe I'm mistaken. Did I not get whitetail at the beginning? You know, I'm talking about my memory here. And as it is, I'm having a hard time with my memory just trying to remember what's going on in this session. So, but I'm pretty sure we have, right there, we have a deer. Buck. The buck stops here. How far is it? That's about 240. We'll see. I haven't been doing a whole well with all the long distance shots lately, but I'm holding my breath and look at it jerk all over the place. See, all right, and he's running off. It doesn't make it stable, is what I'm saying. It's like I've mentioned it several times before in the past on other sessions coming into Classic, but Because like if I hold my breath right now, it should be stable. And it's not. Look at that. It's just all over the place. There's no stability to it at all. So what's the purpose of holding your breath? As it goes on up the hill there. So, alright, we'll keep moving on here. I remember getting a couple of animals up here on the bridge. I think got like a bear that was crossing at one point, and then there was a an elk I've gotten over on that side as well, right there as it starts, the bridge starts. All right. Oh, it's running down there. I am spooking stuff off. I just saw it right there. Yep, look at that. Bouncy, bouncy. I think that my running was doing too much. Now, right here, and I may have mentioned this before on my old session coming through this area, but I remember being out here with my dad again. We would come to this waterway here. We actually hunt up that direction as well. I'm not going to do that today at this point, but we would hunt up that section. But like from right here where I'm at in the water, I very distinctly remember, see how it's like about 340 yards out? From about where I'm at right now to about over there, I shot a deer and dropped it. And I do that a couple different times, but there's one and distinctly I do remember like right there like this and dropping it from that far. And my dad was super impressed, and so was I, honestly. But I have made some other long distance shots before, and that's why I'm kind of like making the comments about how I'm kind of irritated with the holding your breath aspect of things, because it seems like I can't make those same shots before like I used to. And I don't know. I don't see why there would be any necessary change to the game mechanics that would cause it. Oh, hello, deer. And looks like a wolf back there over right here. And we have all kinds of females out here. But yeah, there's a wolf right there. Doe, 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 doe. Just gotta say, doe. But I don't know why there would be a change to the game mechanics that would mess up the aiming after all this time frame. But I honestly feel like there is something that's different. I really do. Look at you girls running up and down over there. And the female deer up there, so looks like they're all out there, which I wasn't paying attention. What are these right here anyways? There's the wolves over there. What are you you're stuck in the water? Anyways, I'm wanting to head down that direction, I think, because it's not right here, right? No, yeah, it's down that direction. And so the things that we'd hunt down here is what you see is not the female versions, but why can I not? I guess you're too far out for me to get a bead on or something. Sounds like there's something out here. We come down here to hunt the deer down here, and I believe it should be whitetail back that way. But again, I might be messing it up. Maybe there's only mule deer out here, but they're roaming. Well, something else popped up. I was trying to see if there's a... Go away. Male roaming. I don't even see the track there, but I'm pretty sure it's the one that we saw earlier. Running up the hills here. Female mule deer, so maybe it's only mule deer I'm out here, but oh well. Regardless, the point's still the same. We would come down here and at his stand, like all the rest of the stands that he would be waiting in, he would call out to the various animals in the various locations. In this case, it happened to be the deer and the wolves that you saw. They come running through here, so. But specifically, more than anything, he had down here is to get the deer and hello wolf. That's a female. Can we get a male in here? Female. Female. Well, we'll take this one right here and scare everything off so I can move faster. And then, like I said, I can get down here and kind of close the session out. Why? It feels like I'm like running really, really slow right now. That's so weird. And in here, again, I think mentioned in the past, and if you watched any of the videos, you know that unlike Call of the Wild, the animals do not float on the water towards you. They drop where they're at. So you've got to go get them. Which is fine, because they need to head this way anyway, so. She looked dark compared to the other two that I saw, though. Wonder if she might be a different fur variation. Female, common. She's just a common. Body, shoulder, right lung, left lung. So a lot better than that spine on the last one here. 37.8. But cool. Well, we're gonna get done here. We're gonna get done. I gotta get around the corner and get to it, find it, and show you guys what I'm talking about here, and point out one more aspect of something. You can see the tent finally showing up down there along the way. We got the wolves out here running on the rocks, it looks like. Yep, there they go. Look at all of them with their 1, 2, and I think the third one, yep, right there. Might be running circles. Look at them just, yeah, there's 4, 5. How many wolves are there out there? That's crazy. If this was Call of the Wild, they may even be attacking me, but they don't do that here in this game. They just flee from you. That is one of the aspects I do like about Call of the Wild over this, is the fact that you have predators that will become aggressive and go after you. All these tracks. I didn't think it was this far down, but I guess it is. Oh, hello. Got a buck there. Small horns on it. Or antlers, I mean. What are you? Why am I not, like, getting a good view on you? Gray wolf tracking skill level up. See, that's what I was talking about earlier, about constantly doing all the tracks. So I just did, what, 3 or 4 wolf tracks back there. And now I finally get... And my dad's been playing this game for a long, long time. And I know he's done all kinds of tracks and stuff, right? And yet he's still, after years, he's still getting to the point where he can improve stuff. Or at least his account can. Mule deer, male. Oh, that was over. Oh. 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 I didn't expect it to go down. Okay, well, I guess I'm crossing over this way real quick. I thought I whiffed and missed it completely, but that looks like maybe I got a spine shot on it or high lung. He kind of laid down though. He didn't fall over. Interesting. I'm gonna walk right now just in case. I don't think in here they get up and run off like they would in Way to Hunter, but I don't want to risk it. I think I'd rather just take my time and get up there and let it like kind of bleed out or whatever the case is going to be. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know, maybe again, I thought his tower was like right there on the other side by that giant boulder by the tree, like directly in front of me. Now I'm looking. I thought that was the way it was, but again, memory being what it is, it's kind of skewed. That's why I'm happy to have these moments to be able to come in here and to check the settings and stuff like that, see what my dad has going on, and to get recordings of them to share with people to help me again with my memory, but to, just to, share it with everybody so you guys can experience along with me. But that's not always the case, because if you remember my my journey into Bushranger's run with his account, he had moved some of the stuff out of there to different locations that I very distinctly remember being at specific spots, like the Kangaroo Run, and he changed them up. So he could have easily moved these around as well. So, well, here's this deer, a little teeny tiny guy, a little guff, resting his head on the log. Let's see what we got here with him. It's a common 140, got a spine shot, body and spine, go figure. So see, and these, even him being small, he's still showing his bigger score on the CSS than that elk. I think the elk was 48. Maybe it was 58. I have to go back and look at it when I'm like editing the video or creating the video. But apparently the deer seemed to score so much bigger. And I didn't think that that elk was a small one. Okay, well, got him. Let's do some running and get down here. And like I said, I'm trying to finish this out. But I'll keep working on improving his skill on categories I can by looking at targets like the tracks like that. I don't know how much further he's got to go on some of this stuff. I mean, I know there's the stats in the that you can look at after the fact when you're out of the game. I'm not going to bring him back up. I think I did it before in the past, showed you what he had. And if I didn't, then maybe when I finally wrap up all these sessions of doing hunts on his account, that I'll go through and do a final look at his stats and things like that. Not saying that'll be the exact last time I play on his account, but honestly, it very well might be as I get to the last couple reserves out of the way, because I still have my own account to get to, and he's got all the missions and stuff done. I don't. So if I do, I'll go back to that one and start playing that one again, or playing mine again, and may not really come back unless I absolutely really want the nostalgia coming back to my dad's account, maybe to find something that once I get the money to set up on where he had something set up that I would want to have set up on my account, and I can come in and say, okay, that's where it was. All right, let me do that in mine, type of thing. Maybe that's why I'll come back in. But I think once it gets to a certain point, it may become a memorial for him. A shrine, I guess you could say. All right, well, man, it's taken a while. I'm getting there. I am getting there. And man, the time. This session has turned out a lot longer than I was expecting it to be. But I've had fun. I've gotten a lot of good animals. I mean, I've gotten some pretty pathetic animals too, but I've gotten a lot of animals in this hunt for the fact that I wasn't planning on doing excessively long. I wasn't going for like a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 hour hunt like I've done with my dad before. I'm just trying to do a quick show you guys what was going on here. And as I said at the beginning, I have much more to get to, which I will at this point almost guarantee you will be a completely separate session, because once I get to this tower, this is it. But there's more to stuff to talk about up there. Timbergold has been one of our biggest hunt areas together. We would come here more often, I think, than anything. I mean, I love it for the yellow, the aspens, and the lurch trees. Is it? That's, I think that's what it is, larch. So I like all that. I like the yellow. I really dig it. But anyways, here we are. Should be up around this corner over this hill. Deploy options. I can turn on the collar from here. There we go. There we have it. Right here. Here is the tower, the last final tower, and we have a grizzly male bear out there. Anyways, let me stop running and climb up into this. And you know what? Maybe I'll turn on. Can I get a? I don't think there is a bear collar. Is there? No. There's no bear collar. But I can do this. See if that'll bring it in. I don't know if it will or not, but I'll stick here for the time being, and I'll wait to see what happens. But anyway, so the thing that he had this set up here for was, besides the fact that we just now heard a bear, that wasn't, I don't think, his primary objective. Along the shore there, and along the shore back this way, which you saw as it's coming in, he would have all the wolves that he'd want to hunt down here as well, right? But more than anything, down here at the end of this river, like right in this area, would constantly have deer. And there's been times I've seen out here with him, he had like 4 or 5 bucks down this way. And they kind of like almost seems like it ends down here, if I recall correctly. I think it can go a little bit further, but just the way it is, he has a good view right here, and he'd do his collar to bring him in, and he'd get a lot of good bucks right here. So this is why he set this location up, and I remember this area fondly as well, just for that specific reason down there with those deers and stuff. So I don't know if this bear is going to come towards me or not. I may have to go looking for it if that's the case, if I really want to get it. But there you go, folks. This is the majority of where we've done a lot of our hunting down here. We kind of touch on Timbergold Trails on a lot of different locations, but this is our predominant thing that we would do. And mind you, I do all the traveling here. He would end up doing a lot of the fast traveling, going from location to location because he could, and he had the camping supplies to do it and everything. Little female out there, which all right, I'm going to mention something else as well. That's actually another pretty cool idea that I like here in this game, is the having to purchase camping gear, camping supplies, and having to use those camping supplies to fast travel from one location to the other. So you're just not arbitrarily fast traveling from spot to spot. I like that. It's a good limitation. It kind of keeps things in perspective and forces you to travel when you don't have the money and the resources to fast travel. Which is what I'm bringing it up, is because all the games nowadays, like Call of the Wild and stuff like that, they have the fast travel without consequence. And I really like that in here. I think that that's a good feature that they have in the game to, again, force you to really focus on the hunt and not about hopping from spot to spot. I wish they would incorporate it into Hunter Call of the Wild, but I don't see that happening. Especially that'll probably like upset a lot of the people out there who like to grind and do all the lake hopping stuff. That would really defeat that how they do that, which to me I would be okay with, because I don't like grinding. I think it's kind of a joke. I don't really think it's proper hunting style and stuff like that, but that's just me. But anyways, that's what it is. So there you have it, folks. I'm out here on Timbergold. We've had a good hunt. Got to see a lot, got to explain a lot, got to touch on a lot of different topics. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, I wish you guys all the best. Happy hunting. Take care. God bless. Bye. Well, there's the bear track. I didn't want to come down my direction at the tower, so I don't know if we'll find it or not, but we can try. Got a mushroom. Did that not even flinch? That dropped him. All right. Got the bear. Tracked down that grizzly that was calling out. I don't know if that's supposed to be 2 hits or not. It looks like it could potentially be a double up or whatever, but yeah, got ourselves a bear. It was 2 hits. Body, stomach, intestine, and left lung. Interesting. Look at this score. See, score's bigger than the elk and the deers I've been getting. But anyways, got the male bear. Dig it. That's a good way to wrap it up out here, amongst all the trees. And honestly, I keep saying I hope Call of the Wild would make something similar to this one here, not just a Hirschfelden with the autumn leaves, but specifically the yellow, because this is the color that these trees look like. I want ones that have this bright yellow. I want a map that has it. And I guess Yukon does have that a little bit, but I really would like to have a whole map with a lot more of it than just a little. So that's just me. But anyways, that was fun. That was fun.